What's going on, everybody? Somebody here at Mains and Crosses, and I'm gonna have a video tutorial. I want to say it's a full tutorial, but just to show you how we start off the and finish, obviously, the all around the world, guys. I'm gonna have this view for most of the video, so you guys can see what's going on. First, what you will need is all around the world. The reason for that is this. I wouldn't say the standard, but most people would want to string from top to throat, so the head to the throat. And what happened is, if you're on a 16 mains, usually when you have 3 or 6 holes in the bottom, your mains ends at the bottom on an all around the world. So you would have to go, if you do it traditionally and go through all the strings, you would have to start from the bottom going up. To alleviate that, the all around the world pattern is to switch up the direction and swing the long side to get it to the top, so you can do from top down. So without further ado, you're gonna need a, I showed you in another video already, which is how to get most out of your reel. So I did 16 pulls on a 27-inch racket, which will give you about 36, which is around 36 foot. So that should be definitely enough. So I need, on the short side, I'm gonna need obviously closer to 10 foot there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be definitely enough to give you my short side, especially -1. Just start it like you would start anything else, which is your mains. Have that. Make sure you run it slow. I'm using Wilson NXT for this client. He loves it. He can't play with anything besides this. He prefers a 1-piece, hence that's why I'm doing. My preferred method is a 2-piece all the way. However, when you get a request, you get a request. So with that, now you have everything split up equally. I guess your choice of how you want to start it. I'm gonna show you how we started here. So with that, knock that out. Tension on here. Got the reference tension there, 53. So you're just doing this. I'm doing the long side first, just to get some of that slack out of the way. So obviously I would do 3. So the long side, you're gonna complete the whole rotation and swing it around, which I'll show you a little later. So you can start on this side. As you see with this method, you have free range of your racket to go all the way at the end, so you have no issues or no slack at the end. So this is on my 3rd main on the left side. This is a little reverse because of the front loading camera. I would pre-weave the 4th, right? Pre-weave the 4th. On the other side, I would continue with 7 here, actually, because I'm gonna whip it around for all around the world. So we're continuing doing the mains. Like I said, make sure when you do this for accuracy, make sure you get your clamps as close as possible to the grommet, so there's less drawbacks. That's how you keep consistent and have better reference tension for your clientele. Said, I'm kind of speeding my way through this as much as I can. Hopefully this angle, you can kind of stop and review what I'm doing. So right here, my 4th, like I said, I'm gonna finish the whole 7th here and then come back on the other side to do that all around the world wrap. So this is my 5th. And actually I'll show you, if I were to complete this the whole segment, if I didn't skip that last 8th main, I would start on the bottom. So right now, here's the 7th. If I did not if I complete this without the around the world, see how my long side will end up at the bottom here, and I would have to go bottom up. This alleviates that. So I would hit on number 7, right? I'm going to leave this hanging for a second because I want to show you something. Complete the other side. Complete the long side, all right? This is the way that you can kind of wrap it around. Complete the long side. This is why I like dealing with two-piece better, because look how much string I had to pull. Look how much time I had to waste just getting the long side in. And I feel like when I deal with a two-piece, I can run things faster. I have to deal with less friction, less possible chance of, you know, doing this. There's more possibility of having a kink in your string, right? This is my 7th main. So just basically you're doing everything the same on the long side. So this is what I'm talking about. If I were to do this without the all around the world pattern, my 8th main will bring the string down, and I would have to start my crosses throat up. I've seen tour players or tour stringers that string bottom up, and I never seen a broken racket yet on that. So if it's good enough for the pros, it's good enough for anybody. That being said, this is a shared hole at the 19th cross. So this is very important also. A lot of people kind of don't like doing around the world because you're what's it called? You have to be very, very, I wouldn't say anal retentive, but you have to make sure you know what you're doing. So this bottom cross is 19. Here's an easy way that I can remember. If they're odd numbers, the top cross and the bottom cross has to be the same. Let me repeat that. If the cross number, this one being a 19 crosses, if it's an odd number, the top and the bottom's the same. If the number are even, like a 20 or an 18, the top and the bottom are opposite. So whatever you weave up here, if it's an even number, it has to be the opposite. However, if you're doing something that is an odd number, 19 or 21, the top and the bottom are mirrored. That being said, I will pull tension on this bottom one. What will happen if you don't do it? If you don't have your crosses numbers correct, you're gonna have a misweave at the bottom. So let's say this is a 19. This is 16 by 19. If I did opposite on top and on the first and the last cross, when I get to my 18th cross, it will be the same, and it'll be a misweave here, and you don't want that juju. So now that I have the 19th cross up, I will go up number 8. I will go. Let me repeat. I will go up number 8. I will go up number 8 from this long piece, completing this all around the world type thing. What I will do here is, for my method, I pull the outer mains. So I pull this 8th one. This is why you probably will need a starting clamp for this all around the world. There's certain ways you can do it, but this is the best way. So I would have the 8th outer main cross with the long side. I will clamp it to hold tension there. Weave the top. So with this short side, on the 7th cross, I want you to complete the top cross. So remember, it has to be the same. The same. Because it's an odd number. And top and bottom are the same. I repeat that. It's a 9-minute video already. I will finally tie that off. Pull this tension. I will actually tie it off right now because I already did a first pull on it. And if you did a first pull, then you did a first pull. With this method, you will have every other cross will be a soft weave, and that's all right. All right, that's all right. For what it's worth, that is all right. This outer main, pull it up. Now you're free to go in as you would do a regular cross. that being said, remember, I told you every other cross will be a soft weave. Right now, if we're going from right to left, it will be a hard weave. And I know I did this correct because I know I've been doing this racket for quite a while. I know when I go from right to left, it should be a hard weave on this racket, or the way I do it. So at this point, it doesn't matter if you pull one ahead or one not. Your every other cross is gonna be a soft weave, like this one. It goes right through. See, look, it goes right through. Like right here, you see? It goes right through. You don't even have to do anything because this bottom cross is making the string open. So pull that all the way. See? This is a more open pattern. This is the Burn 100. I feel like it's a little open more pattern, but this one, like I said, from right to left, it's a hard wave. You can feel the resistance a little bit, and a little bit of the friction. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys do for around the world? Is there a technique that you do, or do you do bottoms up? Like, there's really, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it. However, some manufacturers will, I mean, I wonder how they would know if you either strained or broke your racket doing throw it up. I feel like people say like, hey, there's obviously it makes sense, scientific fact that there would be so much pressure if you did from the throat up with the way it's designed. However, I have yet to see that damage or affect the playability of the strings and the racket, obviously. So without further ado, guys, if you're checking us out via from Instagram, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. We're almost up to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. I hope this video does something great for you. And listen to the comment below, description below. We'll find our Instagram page. Please check us out there. We have a lot of great content. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a great Friday, and peace out.